Hi friends, Happy New Year! We are so excited for another year of reading books. We love books and lots of other things, but so far today we're going to talk about just kind of our reading goals for 2023, what we are expecting for the year in terms of our reading goals. So do you have anything else to say about the new year?
No, I'm excited for another year of books and videos and all the things.
All the things. Do you want to start us off with what your reading goals are for the year?
Sure. My priority this year is going to be finishing series that I've started. In the past few years, I've probably, like a lot of readers, I started a lot of series. I will read one book of a series and then get the first book of another series and then the first book of another series. And I've been starting a bunch of series and not finishing any of them. So my priority this year is going to be finishing series that I've started. So let's see if I can remember all of them. I'm in the middle of Mistborn Era 1, Shadow of the Gods, which that's called the Bloodsworn trilogy, which the third book's not even out yet. So hopefully that comes out this year and I'll be ready for it. I'm starting, at the very beginning of this year, I started the, what is that series called? I started the First Law trilogy this year. Last year, I read a couple Harry Potter books, so I need to finish that this year. I need to finish the Percy Jackson series.
The Greenbone Saga.
Yes, the Greenbone Saga.
And
then I would also like to finish the Dark Tower, but I haven't read the Dark Tower for a while. That's been a couple years since I read the Dark Tower, but I got 2 books in and I haven't read any further. So if I can get to it, I would like to continue that as well. And then for manga, I am reading Full Metal Alchemist, Beastars, Spy Family, Berserk, and then I want to start Vinland Saga.
We have the first,
but I haven't started it yet. And I just have so many series that I want to read. It's kind of overwhelming whenever I say it out loud.
Did you finish I Am a Hero manga?
I mean, there's like 10 books there, but I've read 2.
So no.
So I did not finish I Am a Hero. I might pick that up as well. But as far as like my interest,
it's not high up there.
It's on the bottom of the list.
Gotcha.
Those other ones that I mentioned are higher up. So yeah, that's my priority. And I feel like if I stick to that, that's going to get me a lot of books read this year. Mm-hmm. And so I don't want to overwhelm myself with too many goals. So simple, one goal, but it yields a lot of books to be read.
Yeah.
So that's what my 2023 is hopefully going to look like. Throughout the year, we'll see what happens.
Similar to you, I kind of only have one major goal in terms of reading for 2023. I want to read the books that we own. So there's always already there's been a new book that came out this month. 2 that came out this month that I want to read. One is a sequel. So we have the first book to that. And so I kind of want to make not a hard and fast rule for myself, but I want to read the books that we have and just try to only buy books that continue a series. Because obviously I'm going to want to continue reading those if we don't have it yet. But it's okay. I'm going to let myself buy new books because I just know what's going to happen. New books are probably going to come out that I really want to read. I didn't read any new releases from last year. I feel like because I started reading fantasy again, I was trying to play catch up in the world of reading fantasy books. And there's new releases from last year that I want to read. There's already new releases from this year that I want to read. But my main goal is I want to read. There are so many books on these shelves that I want to read. So my goal is to get through the existing Soto household TBR that I have going so far. But yeah, that's kind of my goal. There's a lot. I've been having book anxiety about what book am I going to read next, because there's so many, every time I see a book, I'm like, I'm going to read that next. And then I'll go to another part of the house. I'm like, no, I'm going to read that next. And they're like, no, I'm going to read that next. And it's just I can't, it's so hard to choose. I guess I'm turning into kind of a mood reader, and that's why I keep changing my mind. We'll have to see what mood I'm in when I finish my current book. But yeah, what are you currently reading in January?
So far in January, I've been continuing through Mistborn Era 1, and so I am currently in The Well of Ascension, Book 2 in Mistborn Era 1. I am currently around, I think Goodreads says 20-ish% of the way through. And I'm really enjoying it. I really am kind of anxious to see where this book takes it, because some stuff is happening, and I'm like, it has potential to be pretty gosh darn scary for the protagonist.
Oh, really?
So, at least where I'm at right now, that's the way I see it. And then also, so far in January, I've started the first of Brandon Sanderson's secret projects, Tress of the Emerald Sea. I'm trying to stay away from any other like booktube reviews and or spoilers that I can, because I want to experience it for myself before. And I know that tons of other booktubers have already finished it, and they're anxiously awaiting the second secret project. But it's a cozy, pretty funny, cute fantasy experience, and I'm looking forward to it. It's I'm like a chapter and a half in, so just barely scratching the surface, and I'm already enjoying it. So I'm looking forward to getting through that. But that's really the only things that I've started so far this year. What about you?
I'm likewise reading the second book of the Mistborn Heir 1, The Well of Ascension. I can never remember the names of these books. So I'm likewise kind of into that. I'm like 14% in. We started reading it, listening to it on audiobook on a road trip right on the beginning of the year on January 1st. So technically I'm in the middle of that one, but my priority reading right now is finishing the Greenbone Saga. So this is Jade Legacy book 3 of the Greenbone Saga, and it's so good. I just want to constantly be reading. I just have a lot going on right now and haven't been able to read as much as I have been. And so I've kind of been upset. I'm like, I haven't even finished a book yet, and we're 2 weeks into the year. And I'm like, I'm behind on my reading goal that I set for myself. I set my reading goal on Goodreads at 50 books. And it tells me that I'm behind already because I haven't finished a book. But I'm like, this is over 700 pages. That has to count for something, right? So it's fine. I'm fine. Yeah. It's good. I have other books that I have on my TBR that aren't quite as chunky as this, but I've been loving this so far. I told Matt when we were driving yesterday that he needs to read the Greenbone Sagas here, because there's been several times I've been reading something in this book and I wanted to tell him, remember whatever happened before, because he's read the first one, but what I wanted to tell him was in the second book. I'm like, I can't say that. So
I need to step it up.
If you haven't read the Greenbone Saga, it's so good. It is about a fictional world. Are we surprised? It's about a fictional world, this mainly set on this one island where these people have jade abilities. So if you wear jade, it gives you special powers to either deflect or channel or perceive. And certain people are born with the ability to naturally wear and possess these jade abilities. And there's these certain clans that fight against each other. And there's family drama. Oh my goodness, is there family drama? And there is like political drama a little bit. It's not like at the forefront. It's not like super pressing, but it drives the clan differences a little bit, I would say. And there's some epic fight scenes. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And people are kind of gruesome. These books are amazing. I just want everybody to read them. They're so good. But other than that, I mean, yeah, that's really all I've been reading in January too. I'm not getting too crazy and picking up lots and lots of books. I have Tress of the Emerald Sea on my phone on Apple Books, because I can't figure out how to put it on Kindle to read, but I haven't started it yet, but I will be reading it. But yeah.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll be sure to keep you guys updated with what we're reading, and we're posting more videos this year, somewhat regularly, hopefully.
Yeah.
So we'll keep y'all up to date with what we're reading, what we're planning to read next. If you're interested in those conversations, you can go ahead and subscribe so that you can be some of the first people to see our videos and be engaged in the conversation. And then, give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. What are your reading plans for this year? What have you been reading for January?
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know. We want this to be a conversation, as I always say.
Yeah.
Anyways, thanks so much for watching this video. And I guess we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.